the Senate has resolved to remove from office by impeachment His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, AGH, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Accordingly, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, AGH, ceases to hold office. Thank you.
The impeachment of the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua is one that from the onset had divided this nation before, during, and after the impeachment. It is very sad, the sad reality that now Rigathi Gachagua has acquired the title the former Deputy President. But the impeachment divided the nation from the onset. There is this school of thought that felt that Rigathi Gachagua really supported William Ruto and suffered because of his support for William Ruto. Therefore, William Ruto ought to have given Rigathi Gachagua the respect that is commensurate to the support that he gave. They even thought that he should have forgiven his deputy so that they work maybe up to the end of their term. But there is another school of thought that felt that Rigathi Gachagua is a social misfit. He preached tribalism and that he had overlived his mandate as a deputy president, and they feel that he should have gone as soon or as early as yesterday. But did Rigathi Gachagua see this coming?
However, instead of going to the Bible, I want to go instead into my own experience and draw some parallels. Mr. Speaker, of course, people know that I have glaucoma, and I've been fighting and battling it for several years of my life. And Speaker, when I first got my diagnosis when I was just a teenager in high school, I was told that it was imminent. There was no running away from my condition. And I didn't know at the time that I had anything that was going on. I was just going about my life, but inside of me and around me, there was a condition that was building up and building up and building up. And I had no idea what was going to happen in the future. Mr. Speaker, now I've been left blind, and I cannot see in front of me even when I put my hand in front of my face. Mr. Speaker, the parallels I draw with my life and the current hearing that we are sitting in today is that the Deputy President did not foresee this happening to him either. Mr. Speaker, I have also drawn parallels of feeling out of control, which I assume that he feels. Being given a diagnosis that seems imminent, that he cannot stop.
His impeachment has elicited both sadness and joy, depending on the political divide. Githunguri Member of Parliament, Gathoni Wamuchomba, could not hold back her tears. Not only she, but even the former Member of Parliament, Kimani Ngunjiri, by the sad reality that Rigathi Gachagua had been impeached by senators despite the fact that he was in hospital. But what shocked many is that immediately after the impeachment, the Senate did not even wait. They immediately published a Gazette notice of that impeachment, rendering that office very vacant. And people were like, this was all planned. There was that rush, just like many of the lawyers and the supporters of Rigathi Gachagua were asking, what is the rush? If the Deputy President is in hospital, why don't we just wait for him to recover? Of course, many feel that he wanted to buy time so that the time given by the Constitution for that process collapses, then he heads to court. But the Senate published that Gazette notice. Now, while others were mourning, weeping, and broke out in tears, Oscar Sudi took to his social media page and he was celebrating. First of all, he pinned that Gazette notice and said, "It is so done." That is Oscar Sudi. It is so done. That is a celebration. And then it did end there. He still went to the very, very social media and was saying, Niliwambia. Niliwambia. Because Oscar Sudi is the one who had said that he had given, I don't know, 4 weeks maximum. You know, there was a time there when Oscar Sudi went to his social media, the Twitter page, and he was saying maximum for 4 weeks. And now he's saying Niliwambia, just to prove that they knew this was to come. In fact, not only that, there was a time Oscar Sudi was telling us that the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua is to the best interest of the country, and people will understand why he's being impeached. So there's a lot of celebration. There's a lot of celebration while others are mourning, others are celebrating, just like it was after the election of 2022. Many supporters of Raila Amolo Odinga are saying that they let them feel the pain the same way those supporters of Raila felt the pain, because there was a lot of jubilation in Kirinyaga, in Muranga, in Kiambu, Embu, Meru, Nakuru, all those, especially those who come from the tribe of Rigathi Gachagua. As that was happening, there was a lot of sad reality in Kisumu, in Western, where those who support Raila in the coast, Homa Bay, Siaya, Migori, all those. So others say what goes round comes round. But if there's one person who was really bitter, leave alone being sad about the situation, being bitter, is the immediate former Secretary General of the UDA. He actually took that moment to warn William Ruto. He was telling William Ruto, you are heartless. How can you impeach a person who is already sick? And this sickness, whether by default or design, is one that will be used to argue this case even in court.
I don't want you to refer to the Constitution. I want you to refer to your heart. Have you become this heartless, Mr. President? Have you become this heartless to a sense that your deputy president is sick, but you're still fighting him down? Mr. President, we helped you, we fought for you to become president. We never knew that you'll become this man who does not care about his friends. You had the opportunity to even talk to the Senate, because they have up to Saturday. But you decided to fight a sick person. You decided you'll be the last person who will kill the aspirations of our deputy president. We want to tell you, we leave you to God. We are here. The family is here crying. As friends, we are here empathizing with the deputy president. But you are not being moved. The person who was stripped off his cloth before his family to make you president is now here at Karen Hospital, sick, but you're still fighting him down. What kind of a human being are you, Mr. President? What heart are you made of, Mr. President? We are very disheartened. We are very disappointed in you. But we want to tell you, we will leave you to God. You have all the powers right now. You have everything that is within your powers to ensure that you bring down a truthful man. But you cannot control God. We have a lot of confidence in our judiciary. We will have our day in court, and we believe that we are going to emerge victorious. We want to ask our supporters to remain hopeful that this is not a fight for the faint-hearted. We are here to ensure that we win this fight. We will win against this impunity, and we want to ensure our supporters that the deputy president will be back on his feet and he will be back in high spirit. And I want to assure Kenyans that Rigathi Gachagua will be deputy president up to 2027. Watch this space.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is just a tip of an iceberg. We are going to see more reaction. Some people are going to demonstrate. Others are going to cry, weep. Others are going to blame who they feel were part and parcel of this impeachment. But as the senator there says, that Rigathi did not see it coming. From where I sit, I'm still saddened that Makanga amekufa, dereva bado ako. And to see the Makanga that is going to be appointed is going to be a yes sir guy. Adani deal will be going and they will not be speaking. But we wait and see. It is something that we have really we had wished and thought that either both of them stay or both of them go. This goes down in the annals of history that we weakened the threshold of impeaching a deputy president. And if you ask me, we might live to regret this, because in the next few years, it will be very easy to impeach a deputy president or a state officer, because this has taken precedence.